Hi there guys, so I realise it's been literally like months since I last did a corset review. I'm going to start getting back into those. I've bought like so many more corsets, but today I wanted to talk about a corset I got about last week. I actually wanted to talk about this corset especially because it's the first corset that actually fits me. I've got currently, off the top of my head, I think about 10 to 12 corsets, including a couple of plastic boned ones, and so far none of them actually fit me with some space at the back. They all are either just that tiny bit too big, or they manage to lace up completely with no space. So I'm gonna show you it and then I'll put it on and I'll give you a little in-depth look at it. This is it. I got this on eBay for between £10 and £15, and like I got it and I tried it on and I was like, wow, it actually fits. So I have a hard time finding corsets that fit me because my waist is so small. My waist is about 23 to 24 inches depending whether it's a good or a bad day. And most of the time, like a small size is about 24 to 26 inches, so most of my corsets do in fact lace up completely with no space and it doesn't look as good. This was marketed as being a waist training corset as well, and I think I'll be able to use it on it. Apparently it's got spiral steel bones. I'm just going to put it on right now and show you it, and then we'll get an in-depth look at like everything to do with it, so yeah. Okay, so there it is on. I'm just going to take this measuring tape and show you my waist. That's, see, that's 24 with a t-shirt and the corset on. I haven't laced it up as far as I can lace it up. As you can see, there's still a bit of room in the back. The reason I haven't laced up fully is that because it's new, I do need to kind of break it in a little bit. Some of the, the front part especially, is still very straight. I need to break that in, and then as soon as that goes in I can start properly lacing it up, and I should hopefully be able to get maybe 22, 23 inches, we'll see. I've just started waist training, so I'm not looking for anything amazing yet. This will be in the coming months. I'll maybe do an update video when I hit 23 inches with the corset and everything on. As far as feel goes, it feels really comfortable. The only thing that isn't completely comfortable maybe is the front bit, which again will bend. The only real problem I have with this corset is that if I show you a side view, it squishes in my cleavage, so, well, what little cleavage I have, so it doesn't really give me a proper hourglass figure. It makes everything over here look smaller, but you know, that's a minor thing. I don't care, it's an overbust corset. I'm not really, you know, expecting it not to do that, but it does it a little more than I would like. I don't know, maybe in time that'll fix itself. Okay, so this corset has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 14 spiral steel bones, 7 on each side. It's actually got a tiny little pair, like it seems like they've got varying sizes in here. It's got a tiny little pair right at the edge, and then it's got slightly larger ones and then a larger pair here. so all round everything is supported nicely. I'm going to take it off and I'm going to show you the inside now. Okay, so here's a closer look at the pattern. It's super pretty, and at the top it's got a border going along, and then at the bottom it's just got a plain satin edging. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so 20 grommets. It's got a nice silk thread. At a later date I might replace this with something stronger, but for now it's doing okay. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fastenings, and then on the other side you can see it's just got little matching metal bits, and these fit fairly well considering it is a cheap corset. They do line up pretty much, apart from the bottom one. The bottom one, once all the other ones are in, it's slightly more difficult to get this one in, but that's a minor thing. It's a little baby thing. So yeah, I'll show you the inside now. Okay, so it's got nice little satin loops to hang it from hangers, which is always nice, always appreciated. It's by Muka. It's some Chinese company, as I got it in China. It's 90% polyester, 10% spandex, and it's an extra small. It doesn't say anything on the back. But yeah, everything, considering that it was that price, everything is pretty well sewn together. I had a problem with the previous corset where the boning for one of the side bones actually wasn't sewn right here, so I had to redo that myself, but I've not had any problems with this so far. Okay, so by far this is probably the best cheap corset that I've ever bought. Like, for its price, it is extremely well made. It doesn't feel like it's going to break at any time, with the exception of perhaps changing the laces at some point to something stronger. There's nothing really to do to this corset, and again, just changing the laces is just a personal preference, because sometimes I don't find satin ribbon is strong enough. I'm afraid to break it sometimes. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you found this mildly interesting, seeing my first proper corset, and until next time, bye bye.